Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Walnut Lodge's Foundations Intensive. This is week 2, day 2, and I know that Babs is out there. Afternoon, Babs. Hope you're doing well. I know that there are other people out there. I'm just going to say hello to all you. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for supporting the Walnut Lodge. We're trying to make it through. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this intensive. I hope that you are also. Usually when I do intensives, I don't do the work myself because I can't watch people correct them and then deal with my own self doing stuff. So this is the first time I've ever been able to do this, and it's pretty interesting. So I'm getting a lot of great information, and people that are sending me comments, please keep doing that. I really appreciate that. So we're going to get going. You know, as we progress, I keep adding things, and it's getting a little harder, not that much harder. But if there are variations that we go into that you'd rather do what we did yesterday, please feel free. All right, so coming forward on to your hands. Spread them wide. Table, walk them back a bit. And then just what we did. Just little baby rocks. Elbows are to the outside because you're pressing your index finger and your thumb down. You're letting the shoulders just inch forward towards the fingers. Keep pressing your fingers into the mat. And then why we're rocking here is we're just seeing where there's no stretch, where the stretch starts, where you don't want to go. You want to just try to feel what that end is. It starts to be difficult, but you can deal with it. All right, now we're going to that place. It's not comfortable, but it's good. So just press into all your fingers. Keep the shoulders reaching forward. Breathe. Let your hands adjust. Let the wrists stretch. Now today what I want you to add is just the little pulse of your fingers. So imagine that you're trying to press the tips of all of your fingers into the ground. And as you do that, you'll feel more activity through the wrist and into the lower arm. It'll push you a little bit. That's okay. It kind of pushes you back. But just keep digging to feel that work. A couple more, just dig. And release that. Tuck your toes under. And sit back, stretch your feet. Toes under as far as you can. If you can come up, onto your feet, come up. If you can't, keep weight forward. But we want to do a little bit of wrist wiggling. So if you're up here, no problem. You can just go for the wrist. If you're down here, you can go to a fist and then do one at a time. Just a little motion because today we're going to add the second one. And come down. Extend your toes, sit back, let that ankle extend, not here that long. All right, turn back to the front. Now we're going to turn our fingers, we were here, so we're going to go here. And then if you can, go all the way to fingers pointing back. So we're not going to go in this way, we're going fingers forward, fingers out, fingers back, rotating each arm out. All right? So on this one, walk your knees up, keep pressing the fingers, and then take your sit bones back towards your feet and see if you can pull the heels of your hands off the ground. If you can't, just stay here pressing into your hands. Again, keep feeling the fingers work. All right, and then just pull it back. Peel the hands. Couple breaths. And release that. Make a fist and then rotate, right? But tuck your toes, sit back, and rotate. If you can't do this, like I said, just forward, keep the weight out of your feet. Just a couple more. I'm feeling my wrists are, getting used to this, right? Don't have to wiggle too long to feel that motion come back. All right. So we're going to be sitting on our feet for a couple more. So if you need, grab your bolster and sit on it. This is just to remind people that they can do this. If you don't like sitting on your feet, sit on your chair or sit on your couch and grab a strap. All right, so yesterday we started the actions of the shoulders. We're going to continue today. So we're going to make a loop that's shoulder width. So you can just put it around your wrists. So when you make this loop, you should be able to bend your elbows and just kind of feel your upper arms squeeze by. But it's pretty small, right? If you flex your hands, you should feel like your hands are right across from your shoulders. All right. So what I want you to do first is just try to push open on the strap like you're going to break it this way. Push open. Feel your shoulder blades work around and to the back of you. So the shoulder blades are squeezing together. You'll feel your chest lift. So push open on that strap, roll the shoulders, couple big inhales into your chest. Now keep those shoulder blades pressing down and then just pull the arms up. Don't let your shoulders go up to your ears. Keep them in the sockets. Go back as far as you can, right? Might not be that far since this is the first one. And then lower. Yeah. Second one. Lift your shoulders up to your ears. Elevate them. And take the arms up. The arms will easily work up if the shoulders are lifted. The problem here is that we lose our connection to our back. Now, keep the shoulders up to the ears. So you got to keep pulling them up as the arms come down. It doesn't feel that good in the neck because all of this work is going into the neck. Couple more breaths. And then let it go. Big relief in the front of the chest. Usually I hold that longer. All right, again, press open on the shoulders, or strap rather. Feel the shoulders rotate back. Feel those shoulder blades go down into the waist and lift the arms. Actually, don't lift the arms, just rotate the arms in the sockets. Now when we get here, push open on the strap again. Maybe you'll go back a little bit further. Keep that chest lifted. Keep the shoulder blades pressing down. Big inhales into your sternum. Now, we're going to practice elevation, lift up, and depression. Lift them up and pull them down. Now exhale, push up. Inhale, shoulder blades down. Just look up to the high corner of the room. Inhale into your chest. Exhale, push, pull your pelvis back a little bit. Inhale, little arch, anterior tilt. Exhale, push. Inhale, arch, feel your upper back. Exhale, pull it back, curve the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curl. Inhale, arch. One more. Exhale, curl. Inhale, arch. Now your shoulders are nice and set. The chest is lifted. The blades are pulling down. Take the arms down. Let them stay there and just breathe a minute. So actions of the arms related to where those shoulder blades are. All right, now we're going to do the other one, palms forward. You're going to pull the shoulder blades back and then push them forward. So I'm going to turn. We're going to pull them back. You're going to arch, inhale, exhale, push, inhale, pull. So we're just linking the breath and the spinal movements right away. If that's too much, just inhale, pull, exhale, push. Feel the chest lift, shoulders back. Feel the chest round, reach them forward. Inhale, if you want to look up, that helps the arch. Exhale, let the head drop. Feel your tailbone, feel the curve. Inhale, pull. Exhale, reach. Couple more. Inhale, pull. Exhale, reach. Last one. Inhale, pull. Exhale, reach. Hands down. Just let them hang. Take your strap off for a second. Now coming up onto your knees, pelvis forward, feel your tailbone dropping down. We're just going to circle. Arms go up and reach them back. Up. Now feel the chest. How far back can you reach those arms? You know, some people can go way far back. I can't that far. Just a couple more. Up. Reach them back. And again, inhale up. Exhale, reach them back. Now we're going to reverse. Pull them back and up. Release them forward. Inhale up. And exhale over. Feel that nice rotation in the joints. Inhale, make it easy. And let them float. Inhale up. Exhale, let them float. One more. Inhale up. And release. All right. Take your left arm. Swing it. Just swing it and then catch it. So our left arm is across our body. Take your right elbow and hook it right at the elbow. Now pull that left shoulder back a bit. You feel a little bit of stretch on the outside of that arm. Couple breaths here. Release. Other arm, swing it over, swing it over, swing it over. Catch, pull in, squeeze that elbow to your chest. Now pull that right shoulder back. Just feel that line stretch. So it's this back of the shoulder to here. And let it go. All right, now grab your strap again. You can sit back down if you want. We're going to take this and put it behind us. And we're going to stretch, we're going to put our hands in it. I'll come around like this. All right, now coming back to here. So keep the elbows pointing backwards. So you could, how do you do that? Just bend your elbows. Your hand should slide up the back of you. Now, push out on the strap, just like you do in the front. You're going to get more of a chest stretch. Now, some of us can do this with our hands interlaced, and we're going to go there in a second. But this is kind of a nice way to start this, just with that same shoulder width loop, pulling it open, breathing into the front of your chest. You can definitely feel that. A couple more. And release that. Now, one more. Take your hands back, interlace them. Now, can you stretch them to straight? Same thing. Same exact thing, just a little more intense. So just pull the blades back, pull them back. Feel your shoulder blades drop down. And then just take some big inhales into your chest. So we've been doing this in various ways, mainly just relying on stretching the spine and then the neck, basically, and using our back extensors to make this upper back lift, right? So a couple more of these. This is easier, really, with your arms, right? Just because the shoulders attach and then pull the chest up, right? So a couple more of these. But if you start here with shoulder stretching, instead of where we started with the back extensions, then it's harder to get into that feeling of that back extension. So we're going to do a couple more. As you inhale, squeeze the blades, push the hands down, but then push your sternum to the ceiling. Just a couple. And what you feel is that upper back working. Yep, couple more. Breathe in. Now on this one, breathe in. Can you stay there? Pull your stomach up. Just look to the high corner of the room. Keep opening the shoulders. Breathe. And release. All right. Just wiggle them around. Now, some of you out there absolutely do not need that. Some of us really need that. So I'm going through the steps. And if you're a person that really needs that kind of easy shoulder work to start, you should do that all the time until it just becomes pretty easy to do kind of what we just did, interlacing the fingers. Some of you, though, might spend a lot of time with your strap, and that is fine. All right, so moving on. Move your bolster. We're going to need the strap. Whoops. Maybe a little drink. I hope you guys are all enjoying all the stomach work, because, like I said at the very first class, your spinal movements rely on a strong core. So, kind of going back to what we were doing yesterday, again, everything just builds. We're going to tie our knees together, and you want to have a fist width in between. So tighten it down so that you can just snug your fist in there, right? Now, today, we're going to have the strap on our legs, and we're going to lay on this block. We're going to have to put the block on the low position. If you don't have a block, I just rolled a hand towel. It's pretty thick. This towel is pretty thick and Feels really solid, so you can use that. Don't use a bolster. This is too big. So either a block or roll a towel up. And then some of you might need this towel to put underneath your head at first. So get yourself situated. And where this block is going to go is when you first lay on it, you should feel the edge above the waist, about 3 or 4 inches, and then as you lay on it, the top edge of that is going to hit you right at the base of your shoulder blades. So they're not on the block. Now I'm going to put this here so that I can talk just a little bit better. So we're not going to that nice flat position first. We're laying on this block. Now you might be laying on this block thinking, it's not going to work. It's not, my back is just not ready for this. So what we're going to do, inhale, push your pelvis towards your thighs, press your legs out on the strap. Exhale, squeeze the knees, pull your pubic bone towards your spine. You'll feel your low back stretch, right? Because you're going to kind of push onto that block, right? Inhale, press open, pelvis forward. Exhale, squeeze pubic bone back. Inhale, press open, pelvis forward. Exhale, squeeze. Pull your waist into the block. Inhale, push forward. Exhale and pull. Inhale, push forward. Exhale and pull. Inhale, push forward. Exhale and pull. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, squeeze, pull. A couple more. Inhale and forward. Exhale, squeeze, pull. Inhale and forward with the pelvis. Exhale, back squeeze, stomach. Inhale and forward. Last one. Exhale and squeeze. So keep the squeeze position. Tuck your tailbone. Start lifting it up. And as you lift your tailbone up, you'll come onto your shoulders. Walk your feet in a bit if you need. And then push your pelvis a little higher until your shoulders are on the ground. Yep. So actually the bridge is easier with this here. Keep pressing the pelvis up. Couple breaths. Relax the shoulders, let the chin kind of drop into the chest. Keep that line going, that line of the sit bones driving up into the legs. Now push open on that strap and maybe you'll go up a little higher. Chest is pushing into the chin, kind of supporting that upper back arch here. One more push upward. And then we're going to release. And then feel your tailbone reach towards the ground. Shoulders pull off of the ground. And maybe you're going to here. We're going to do that one more time. So squeeze the knees, tuck the tailbone under. Start pushing it up. You'll reach the torso towards the head, press onto the shoulders, and then let the legs open. Push out on that strap. Squeeze your butt, maybe go a little bit higher. Drive those sit bones into the backs of your legs. And then consciously relax your chest when you exhale. Everything chest and up is totally relaxed, but your sit bones are pushing into your legs, so the glutes and the hamstrings are working pretty hard. And then let that go, and just automatically feels good. Sit bones pull you to the ground. All right, now you can remove this block at any time, or you can kind of keep going with it. I want you to just wiggle forward a little until you feel like the edge of the top edge of the block hits the bottoms of your shoulder blades. Your head will still be tilted back. If you need to put a block or a towel under your head, do it. And now we're just going to turn our lower body, twist to the right, just to go halfway, and exhale, come back up. That's all. So we're going to inhale, knees to the side, just halfway. Exhale, pull up, same side. Inhale, go to the right, go one more inch. Exhale, pull. Again, inhale to the right. One more inch if you can. If you can't, don't. Exhale, pull this left hip back. Again, inhale. Exhale, pull. Yeah, inhale. Of course, this block makes this harder, right? Exhale, pull. You can feel your back rolling on the block. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. I'm kind of sliding off. That's okay. Two more. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. It's getting easier, getting more fluid. Restrictions are leaving. Inhale, over. Exhale, center. This one goes to the ground. Inhale, over. Stay there. Block might tilt. Just breathe. You can feel the stretch across the left hip if you need that. My block is tilted. It's pushing up into my chest. Feels good, actually. Breathe. Now we're going to pull that left hip back. Come back to center. And then I got to wiggle back on my block. And remember, the top edge is right at the bottom of your shoulder blades. And your head is either hanging or you've put something under it. Now we're going to do the same thing to the left. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, center. Move the heels up. It's better if your heels are closer to your sit bones. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, pull the right hip back. One more halfway. Inhale, halfway down. Exhale, pull center. Now we're going to keep creeping it closer to the floor. Inhale, halfway down and maybe an inch. Exhale, pull back and center. Inhale, halfway down and maybe 2 inches. Exhale, center. If it's really painful or sticky, just go halfway. Exhale, center. Inhale and down left. Exhale and center. Inhale and go left. Exhale and center. Couple more. Inhale and left. Exhale and center. Inhale and left. Exhale and center. All the way down and stay. Inhale left, take it all the way down and stay there. Breathe. And pull yourself center. Couple breaths. All right, now we're going to take that block and we're going to move it and we're going to roll back onto our spine. So after all that stretching, your spine is feeling pretty flat. If you felt like that was too much, then when we do this variation tomorrow, just go flat. The other thing is, if a block is too much, then a rolled towel is not too much. All right, so we're gonna grab this strap. Sorry, not the strap. We're gonna keep the strap on and we're gonna tuck our tailbone under and we're gonna push up into that bridge. Now we're up on our shoulders. I want you to take your hands underneath you, interlace, and then see if you can get your arms to straight. So it's the same thing that we did at the beginning of class. Now, if you feel like you can't do this, you have the end of your strap. Take your strap, hold on or wrap your hands around it, roll the shoulders under, elbows to the outside, and try to get them straight. Now we're just going to push out onto the strap, push the pelvis up, breathe into the chest in whatever variation you have. Push up as high as you can, just working it up. Working it up. You feel the glutes working, you feel the sit bones pushing. Push into your heels. Couple more. Can you go up just a little bit higher? Relax your chest. Work from the back of you. Shoulder blades squeezing. Then release. Slow roll down. Upper back. Middle back. Waist. Sacrum. Breathe. Now when you inhale, feel your pelvis go forward to the thighs. And when you exhale, just let it drop back. Easy breath. All right, we're going to do one more. And this is going to be the alternate leg, so we'll just start by changing, and then we'll have holds in there. So, Inhale, exhale, press the waist into the ground. Feel your sit bones drive to your knees. Come on up. Now just keep your arms either out to the sides or just, kind of parallel. Now push into your left leg, send the right leg out, and change. And push 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 and change. Sit bones up and push and change. Now push, stay, up, push, and change and push. One more round of that, and change, push. Keep pushing from your heel. And change, last one, push. Getting a little easier. Keep feeling the back. Pushing up. And down. Don't collapse, roll through. Upper back, middle back, waist, pelvis. Pull your knees in. Rock them. Couple, just feel your sacrum enjoys that. It's a lot of work back there. Glutes, hamstrings, lumbar extensors, everything that we need. Stretch the legs to straight, hands behind. It's a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Pull them in. All right, bend the knees. Pull them in. You don't have to lift your head up. I'm just trying to see the time. I can't see it though, James. What time is it?
It's 12:38.
Okay. Pull in. Now, going to what we've been doing. Pubic bone pulls to the rib cage. You're using your hands to pull your thighs. Let go. Hold it. Pubic bone pulls on every exhale. You feel your pelvis being tugged upward and towards your face by your abdominals. The thighs are being pulled into your chest with your hip flexors. Now, pull one more time with your hip flexors. Let go of the hip flexors. Don't let go of the abdominals. Knees drift over your hip sockets. Stay here. Pressing your waist into the ground. And you do that by pulling that pubic bone back and towards your spine. Breathe. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. We're going to do 5 more breaths. If you'd like your knees to go out further, just start straightening the legs from here. Push out your heels open. Push open on the strap. Now pull your pubic bone again. Breathe. Now see where you can hold. You need to be up here, or are you good there? Could you go lower? Where is that? Just wiggle them up and down without, remember, letting your back come off the ground. Do not do that. And then bend the knees, just pull back in. And we're gonna just rock it. Feels good. Just using your hands. So we have really worked those muscles, stretch that out so that I don't have any resistance right now. It just feels very free. We're gonna do one more. This time we're just gonna start from the legs stretched up. If you don't have a good hamstring flexibility, hold on to your strap, right? Just for this part. So you're holding on. Now, when your legs are straight up, you can feel your waist in the ground, right? So take that pubic bone, pull towards the waist, towards the spine rather. Keep the waist pressing, and then just take the legs to wherever you can hold. So if it's 45, it's 45. Now today, put your hands back behind your head. Inhale, and then exhale, just pull up a bit. And we're going to do a couple of these. So inhale, feel the ribs go up, but don't let go of your waist. That's the hardest part. Exhale, pull. When you pull your ribs up, it's easier to keep the waist in the ground. Inhale, breathe, don't let go of your waist. Exhale, pull. Can you lower a little bit more? We're going to stay here. Breathe, push out on that strap. Breathe. 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 Couple more. And release that. Pull the knees in. Just let it go. Keep the legs there. Feel your stomach. All right, now give yourself a little bit of a rock. Use your stomach. Up. 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 Now this time roll all the way up. All right. So, we're where we were yesterday with this hip flexor work. So your hands are on your knees. Lean back. Take your pelvis, push it into your thighs. Legs stay bent. Pull up. You can stay here, holding on, or you can let go. Keep pushing your pelvis into your thighs and breathe. Feel the hip flexors. Every time you exhale, you can pull the hip flexors. Make sure your inhale is into your chest to try to keep that back nice and flat. Keep breathing. Hold on to your legs if you need. One more. Inhale and release. Come forward. Just let the legs stretch. And we're just going to hang. Just let it curve. Not really thinking about forward bending. Just about releasing your back. So after a couple breaths, we're going to do just one more of those. So it's different than the first bit of abdominals because there's way more hip flexor. It's not that your core doesn't work. It's just that the hip flexors are working way more than they are in that first one. All right, bend the knees. Hands, lift your chest, lean back, and let go, breathe. You're about halfway done. Keep pulling the hip flexors. Two more breaths. Last one. And release down. Unstrap yourselves. Now we're going to roll immediately onto our stomachs. And then this is for those of you that have, hip flexor issues. Come up onto your elbows. Now, you might feel like your body is trying to pull itself into a contraction, like pubic bone to your rib cage. I want you to just try to relax. Just relax the spine, relax that line. Because we've worked it. And so what we're doing is we're just giving some time for that line to release after that work. And then we're going to add the stretch of the upper body and the neck. So heel of the hand underneath the chin, or fist underneath the chin. Move the elbows forward a little bit. Feel the ribs go forward on the inhale. And then on the exhale, just relax everything that you can. Couple more. And then pull the elbows in, drop the head and shoulders, breathe into your neck and upper back. Just do 2 of these. Inhale, push your elbows into the floor, feel your spine push away, and then release. So it's a protraction, retraction. but we're only working on the first one. So you work to push the spine back as you push the elbows down. And then here, gravity just takes over. Let's do just one more. Inhale, push. Exhale, come down. All right, now taking the hands back. Press the feet, pull the quads, drive the sit bones. Reach the tailbone through the legs, press the pubic bone, lift the belly, shoulder blades down. Inhale, come up. Cobra. Just feel that back work. Of course, we've been working it this whole time, but there's nothing like the extensions, right? So we're just inhale, lifting up, and then exhaling, letting ourselves release down. Inhale the chest forward. On the exhale, take those sit bones and drive them into the backs of your legs. Feeling the grounding right there. Keep pressing your feet. Keep reaching your sit bones. On this next one, really try to push the chest forward. 2 more. Last one. Arms forward, don't rest. Elbows forward and relax here. Breathe the chest forward. Not very long this time. Release. Elbows back a bit. Drop your head. Relax the shoulders. Breathe here. Coming down to flat. Turn your head to your favorite side profile. Breathe into your neck. Inhale, pick up, turn to the other side, and breathe. Coming back center. Press yourself back to child pose. And then remember, if that's a difficult transition for you, inhale, pull the ribs down. Inhale, push the ribs forward. Just a couple of them, right? And then when you're good, come on down. Hands to your head to your hands if you need, or if you can come all the way down, you come down. Breathe into that upper back. And then release that. And roll up to sitting. All right, so come to a comfortable seated position. You could be, like I'm going to sit here in this hero, but I'm going to put a block here, all right? You can sit cross-legged or whatever. We're going to go into our end breathing. But today I'm going to change it a little bit. We're going to try to exhale twice as long as we inhale. How long do you inhale? I have no idea. Sometimes I start with a count of 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to, you would exhale for 8. And then inhale through the left and exhale for 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 on that timing, and then I'll switch to 5 and 10. And then what I want you guys to do is, if you're doing the pranayama, then just keep going. You know, like we're trying for 5 minutes. If this doesn't interest you at all, then just lay down in corpse and, you know, you could be done. I'm using this as a corpse, trying to, just to allow the body to absorb kind of in this position while we're doing this nice relaxing breathing. And remember, keep your mouth closed, right? If you're stuffy, just try to struggle with it. If it's too much of a struggle, then just don't do it. So, ring finger, little finger, and thumb. Sit up nice and tall, drop your chin. Close off your right nostril. Trying for the 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close off the left nostril. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close it off. Exhale, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Close it off. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Close it off. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close it off. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going on whatever ratio is good for you. And if you're not going to keep going, no problem. Namaste. Thank you for being here. See you tomorrow.